An item was reinserted on your credit and now you don't know what to do. Watch the entire video. I'm gonna walk you through and I'm gonna show you a specific letter on removing that reinserted item. This is not gonna be the video where I'm giving you all the certifications on why you should listen to me. You can go to my YouTube channel and figure that out. We're gonna give you all the sauce. So let's get straight to it. None of this is gonna be legal advice, by the way, so just keep that in mind. I got on the cat. If you don't know my company, Consumer Ammunition Tactics, I could buy all the designer in the world that I want, but I choose to represent my company because I mind the business that pays me. So we gonna give y'all the sauce. So if you implement what I say, you're gonna be able to buy all the designer you want, buy all whatever you want to buy, right? If you implement the information, because it's a high income skill. Our mission is simply to help fund $1 billion to small business owners. So if you're a business owner, you're an aspiring business owner, you help fulfill the mission when you get these items deleted or re-deleted in this specific scenario. So just ultimately understand that the whole goal is really to help y'all get as much business funding as possible and just help you start growth scale businesses, business owners, stimulate the economy. So that's why we represent that. So when it comes to a reinsertion, we want to really focus on 15 USC 1681I, procedure in case of disputed accuracy. So that's the section that we want to really focus on. So you want to focus on 15 USC 1681I 5B and its requirements relating to reinsertion of previously deleted material. I'm not coming on here telling you something that I just stumbled across and I didn't know if it worked or not. We literally have done this within our own company, right? And I've mentored people in terms of them removing previous deletions as well. So just keep that in mind as I'm giving all the sauce. So in the I section, you want to focus on II. So notice to consumer. Basically, it said if any information has been deleted from a consumer's file is reinserted, the CRA or Consumer Reporting Agency shall notify the consumer of the reinsertion in writing no later than 5 business days after the reinsertion, right? So that's basically what has to happen. If you don't know, if you're new to consumer laws, you got to understand that there's a lot of regulations that go into this, especially the FCRA. I would say the FDCPA is more for, I'm not gonna say it's more for someone that's like stupid, but the FCRA is more like regulations and processes and procedures and stuff like that involved. So as you're reading the law, just really understand that the law is on your side if you understand how to use it. So, additional information, you could just read this as well if you want to go to the specific law. Like I said in this video, I'm gonna make it super simple for you. I'm gonna walk you through a letter that we literally use within my company, just so y'all can, have that free sauce. Go get your deletion, and then you come to us when you're ready to maximize your business funding, right? So it's just giving additional information that has to be on there when they're providing you with that notice, right? So they're supposed to give you all this and highlights. Y'all can pause the video. Let's just talk about why does a reinsertion even happen. So a reinsertion does happen because sometimes it could have been the way that you disputed it. It could have been a soft deletion. Soft deletion meaning they deleted it. Now they're doing their investigation. After they're doing their investigation, now they're reinsert it. This often happens when people are doing like BS methods like the human or sex trafficking stuff. So just keep in mind that you could have had a soft deletion and it got reinserted. This is why you want to rely on consumer laws to even get your deletion in the first place. We've dealt with reinsertion, but to be honest, just to be transparent with y'all, we don't really deal with it as much with our clients because I'm willing to bet because we're actually using consumer laws and we're doing the justified way of disputing. So keep that in mind. They could have done their long investigation and then they finally tell you verified, So obviously you want to go to the method of verification as well. 15 USC 1681I number 7. But when we're talking about reinsertion, just, I5B. So this is why you need consumer laws only to get these deletions. Because if you don't get what you want right away, you understand if you've presented your case in a way of where you can go ahead and go through a litigation, whether you do it yourself or go through an attorney, at least you did what you were supposed to do as far as the 15 USC 1681I, right? And just making sure that there is maximum possible accuracy per 15 USC 1681 EB. So what are you going to do? So what you need to do, you got to draft up a letter informing the credit bureaus that an item was reinserted and you weren't notified within the 5 business days of it being reinserted per 15 USC 1681 I 5B II. And like I said, we're going to look at a letter of that. So if you want to skip around the video, you can do all that, but I wouldn't recommend doing that because you want to make sure that you get every single aspect of what I'm talking about. So the burden of proof is on them to prove that they provided this information to you in a timely manner, right? To be honest, they're so backed up with so many consumer disputes, they don't even do a proper investigation. So this is why it's a really good angle in terms of if you're just from the beginning trying to do litigation, you want to request a reinvestigation. Reinvestigation meaning that they were supposed to do an investigation before they even put the item on your report in the first place. So reinvestigation 15 USC 1681 IA1A. You're requesting a reinvestigation, meaning that they're supposed to investigate or reinvestigate the items that are in question. For example, this could be incomplete payment history. If you paid on March 2024, why is your credit report saying ND or no data or is it blank, right? So that's incomplete. So it's not just about inaccurate items, it's about items that are incomplete. It's about items that are unverifiable, right? So just keep that in mind. That the whole process of what's going on, these credit bureaus, they're backed with so many consumer disputes that are always happening. A lot of them may be frivolous. A lot of them, like yours, if you're watching my YouTube, it's going to be backed by the laws, by stuff that's actually, the case. We're not going under saying sex trafficking, human trafficking, all that, right? We're using these consumer laws for stuff that's actually legal standing. All right, so yeah, violation under the section, it's potentially a 15 USC 1681 I violation. You could possibly sue them for, right? So just keep that in mind. We'll talk about the elements that you want to have, but I don't need this. I want to go over the template just so y'all can have a guide as far as what to look at. You can basically just pretty much copy the guide that I have here. You can chat GPT it, you can Claude.ai, whatever you want to do, right? So we have the client information, or if it's for yourself, you put your information, obviously the credit bureau's name. The title we just have is that you're in violation of 1681 I-5, treatment of inaccurate or unverifiable information. Remember, it's not just inaccuracies, it could be unverifiable, it could be incomplete information. So just let them know I pulled a copy of my report. I noticed the following account was reinserted. So then you put an account, right? And then one thing I like to add, and this is just to be transparent, this is some game that I got from an attorney. So, these people they live, breed, all this stuff. I'm more adept at these consumer laws than the average consumer, but I understand that it's attorneys that live and breathe and like I've been doing this since 2021. It's attorneys that have been doing this like way longer than me, right? So this is where I've gotten some of my mentorship too. I've been recommended that you should just like talk colloquially and reference the fact that these credit reporting agencies, they're not, I mean, these credit reporting agencies and the creditors are not really reliable. If you look at the CFPB complaints against them, stuff like that, right? So I've gotten this game from an attorney, just to be transparent. Everything that I know is not just from me knowing it. I study under people, I pay people to get access to information. That's just how life works, right? So basically, I need your agency to realize that these companies reporting this information are not even trustworthy, right? My credit report is it's not the only credit report that has issues with these companies, blah blah blah. So you see what I'm saying? The furnishers of the information are unreliable. So I'm basically saying whatever was reinserted, if it was BOA, if it was Discover, whatever, right? So I would say, okay, go look at their CFPB complaints against them. Go look at the BBB complaints against them, right? You need to do your own reasonable investigation, which we know that the credit bureaus are not going to do. So basically, I'm just framing and giving them context that they can't rely on what the creditor is telling them as far as reporting information. So I'm building up my case if we're going to go through litigation. So now I reference I-5BII, right? So I talk about the notice to consumer. So you want to reference that, not legal advice. And then I basically say I require proof with the tracking ID number, basically that they followed a procedure to basically satisfy what needs to be done for a reinsertion, which they're not going to be able to provide with you, right? And then I talk about procedures to prevent reappearance. And then I basically say that they shall maintain reasonable procedures designed to prevent the reappearance of this information. I require proof that XYZ. So I drafted up this letter myself. I give it to my higher ticket students and we use it for our business, but I'm giving it to you here for free. So there's no excuse for you to not know what to do with the reinsertion. You're watching this for free on YouTube. Not everything's going to be free, but I'm giving you a lot more sauce than some people's paid information. So, keep that in mind and don't harass me in my comment section about, oh, he's selling something. He has a business. You go to that scamming ass 9 to 5 and you expect a paycheck. So I don't want to hear no BS about that. Don't harass me. All right, so can I require proof with the tracking ID number? Blah blah blah. Y'all get it. And then yeah, best regards. So this is a simple reinsertion template that you can essentially use and you know potentially get that deletion. So I just want to go over the elements that you do want to have, just so that y'all can have it in like a easy to remember way. So have letter proof that helped you get the deletion. So obviously, if we're talking about a reinsertion, you got the item deleted before, right? So have letter proof that they did delete it. So have a scanned copy of that, right? You want to have the date as well, because all of this stuff is documentation. So you have the date and proof that the item was deleted. Then you want to have your new credit report with the reinserted item. Have your new credit report with the reinserted item. So you want to have each step. I recommend you go to annualcreditreport.com and get your actual credit report, right? You use all those monitoring services and all that, but the thing about it, like Experience site and those different sites, sometimes you're giving up rights that you don't even know about. So this is why you want to use the annualcreditreport.com credit report. That's what I would recommend to you. And then you're going to inform them that they violated the section for not meeting the satisfaction under 15 USC 1681 I5B. So specifically, section I was just going over for y'all. All right. So that's pretty much it. The reality is that credit repair methods are always changing. If you want accountability, you want a community where we keep each other updated on current tactics, strategies that are working. We have our Cat Credit University. If this is the first video you're watching of me, Cat Credit University is basically a monthly community that's only $49 a month, where you can tap in with us and get access to our letters and things of that nature. Obviously, $49 is nothing compared to the return on investment in this. And respectfully, if you think that $49 compared to getting a reinsertion deleted is not to the extent of where you think you should invest $49 into yourself, respectfully, get the fuck off my video. I don't want you to watch no more of my videos. You can unsubscribe, get away, and all that. I don't deal with no cheap poor people, and I don't want to deal with any cheap or poor people. So get off my video if you got that weird slavery mentality. All right, cool. So these are your options, right? I'm talking to business owners, people that invest in themselves. I'm not talking to cheap or poor people that think that everything should be handed to them. A lot of y'all that just feel entitled. A lot of y'all that watch videos, maybe you watch some of my videos, you're just like, okay, I saw this happen. Because I watched the video and I didn't take advantage of the opportunity, I should be entitled to the same deal that you were doing back then. We're always continuing to get wins. If you happen to find me at the time that our price increased, you can't go back to an old video and be like, oh, the price was this over here. Okay, this is the new price. You should have been tapped in. You know what I'm saying? This business. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. If you're somebody that recognizes value, then it doesn't matter what the price is. You just tap in at the time that you tap in. If you're somebody that, oh, I saw it was this price, I don't want to pay because you said it was this price back then when it was months ago when you didn't have the results that you have now. You gotta pay. You gotta pay something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So this is the thing. You could try to do it on your own. I'll be real. The issue with that is you've probably already wasted a lot of your time, your energy doing it your way. So let me ask you a simple question. Does it make sense to waste an extra 6 months trying to do it your way, or should you probably do something different? I'll let you answer that question yourself. So if you need to think about it, those of y'all that need to think about it, right? I understand, you may need to think about it, right? Ask yourself how long you've been thinking about it and pushing your credit off. Let's just say it's only been 3 months, right? Do you think if you took action 3 months ago with somebody else, don't you think that you would be in a better position than you are now? Mr. or Mrs. I need to think about it. So answer that. And then if you need to talk to your wife, those of y'all need to talk to your wife about a $49 investment. Ask yourself, would my wife really be mad at me for getting a solution from someone that has a proven track record of helping people fix their credit and getting them funded to the next level? I'll let you answer that. What's the guarantee? Some of y'all favorite ones. I guarantee you, if you don't do nothing, you'll still be stuck in the same situation. And why would you quit before you even start? Only losers ask for that. What's the guarantee that I'm gonna get the reinsertion deleted? Right? You've been losing for 3, 6 months, 12 years, however many long. Then when you come across someone that has a proven track record, now you want a guarantee. What about the guarantee of the BS that you've been doing for 12, 13, 40 years? You know what I'm saying? So don't harass me with no guarantee. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you can join our university in the description if you want to get tapped in. You have the opportunity to use our letters that my students and I are using to get these deletions. But yeah, the only catch is you're not joining and continuing to waste time trying to do something on your own that you've been wasting time and energy trying to figure out. The SEO obviously brought you here. Maybe you searched for this video. Maybe you saw the video and you chose to click on it. You're watching the video for a reason. So now I ask you, what are you going to do with the information? Are you going to continue wasting time? Are you going to tap in? Are you going to figure it out? Are you just going to watch this video and gonna go do something stupid again? So you got to figure it out. With that being said, keep watching my videos if you need to. But those of y'all that's ready to get to the next level, we'll see you in the community. It's only $49. To be honest, you should be getting the higher paid programs, in my opinion, if you want to get to the next level. But we just wanted to do something for the masses, so poor people can't say that we don't do nothing for poor people. That's why we created the $49 a month university to make it accessible to everybody. So with that being said, I hope that y'all have a blessed one. Y'all stay blessed. Keep watching my videos.